Good morning, Grace Community. Sorry that I didn't put up a video yesterday. Part of it was that I was trying to figure out what exactly does the new executive order mean for us. The great news I've been able to find out, it doesn't really affect us as a church for the worship services that we've been trying to put on. It doesn't really change much for us. It's something that we cannot do from the isolation of our homes or isolation from the leadership worship team. So we're still able to put on the live stream as long as we have 10 or less people in the building. So that's great news. And also staying 6 feet apart, of course. So we're still able to put that on. We're still able to try to figure out some options of how to get something going on for worship in our parking lot on Easter, where maybe all of us stay in our vehicles except for the worship team. But we have options that we can actually consider now. For a little bit, we were concerned that might mean that we had to shut those down, but those options are still on the table for us to consider and look at. So that's great news, and it's kind of interesting. Since I was waiting on that executive order explanation and information, the passage that we have today in 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 11 through 17 pertain to how to submit to government as a Christian. Basically, as long as the government is not teaching you, training you, or forcing you to do something that is evil, they're there as God's servants to punish those who do evil and praise those who do good. And that your conduct as a Christian within this society and relationship to the government is actually able to be a testimony to the other people around you. How are you able to submit to these that are in authority, that are making you maybe do something like stay in your home or make you feel like you're stuck here or whatever? One of the interesting things is that this passage points out your attitude, like during this time, and your perspective and your conduct all point toward God in your life. That you can say, well, I'm submitted to God, and in being submitted to God, I'm free. And so I can freely submit to these leaders as people put in this position because my heart belongs to God, my mind belongs to God, and I'm set free. So it's kind of really cool. So let me read it to you, and then we'll close. 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 11 through 17. Dear friends, I urge you as strangers and exiles to abstain from sinful desires that wage war against the soul. Conduct yourselves honorably among the Gentiles, so that when they slander you as evildoers, they'll observe your good works and will glorify God in the day he visits. Submit to every human authority because of the Lord, whether to the emperor as the supreme authority, or to governors as those sent out by him to punish those who do what is evil and to praise those who do what is good. For it is God's will that you silence the ignorance of foolish people by doing good. Submit as free people, not using your freedom as a cover-up for evil, but as God's slaves. Honor everyone, love the brothers and sisters, fear God, honor the emperor. So, how you conduct yourselves during this time of stay-at-home order, shelter at home, however it's said these days with the executive order, how we conduct ourselves actually is going to be a testimony to our neighbors, to our friends, to your Facebook friends. So I pray that you praise the Lord during this time, that you honor him, and that your conduct is a testimony to others. Catch you later.